Okay, so we're still looking at understanding the workings behind the method of elimination. All right, now as you have seen before and we'll see in further examples that we do, you can always add to equation to get a new equation. You can always multiply an equation by a number to get a new equation. And of course, remember that the reasons why we do this is to try and get the same x or the same y in each equation, all right, in two of the equations, so we can subtract them or add them and eliminate x or y. Now suppose, let's look at how adding and subtracting two equations to get a new equation, or multiplying an equation by a number to get a new equation, works in such a way that the equations that you get are still valid and related to the previous equations. Suppose, for example, you get 2x plus y, let's put y in green, plus y equals now I want my x to be 2. Let us say x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 3. So 2 2's 4, 4 and 3 7. Okay, so this is 7. We also have another equation. Let's say you have 3x. Let's continue using plus 4y is equal to, what is this? 3 times 2 is 6 plus 4 times 3 12 and 6 18 equals 18. Okay, good. Now let's rewrite them using the numbers instead of x and y. So now you have 2 times 2 plus 3 is equal to 7. 2 2 is 4, 4 and 3 is 7. Okay, good. This works out. All right. Remember, the equations that we started out with are these. These are the original equations. But what we're doing now is just examining why adding or subtracting them work to get a new equation, why it's still valid. How is it that when you add two equations you get a third equation? That third equation is still related to the previous two equations, which are really systems of equation. All right, 3x. So we have 3 times 2, all right, plus 4 times y, which is 3, and that gives you 18. 3 2 6, 4 3 is 12, 12 and 6 18. All right, now let's call this equation 1 and this equation 2. Suppose we add both equations. By the way, let me line up the 7 with the 18. We want the numbers in line, the x is in line, the y is in line. So it's 7. All right, we have 7 here. Let us add equation 1 to equation 2 Let's see what will happen. Alright. Now, if we add these, this is 2 2's 4 plus, in terms of the x's, what you would have is 2 2's 4 plus 3 2's 6. 4 plus 6 is 10. Alright. Plus, let's see the y's. 4 3's 12. 12 and it's 15. Equals 18 and 7 is what? 18 and 7, that's 25. Oh, 10 plus 15 is 25. Okay, good. So you see, adding two equations still give you a third equation, which is valid because 12 plus 15 is indeed 25. Alright? But I could have said also is that when you have 2 3 and add it to 3 2's, you get a total of how many 2's? 5 2's. Right? Plus, this is 1 3 plus 4 3. That gives you what? 5 by 3 equals 18 and 7 is 25. Let's see, 5 3 is 15 plus 5 2 is 10. 15 plus 10 is 25. So it does work. Right? These things do work out. So you can add two equations and the third equation you get is valid and still related to the previous two equations, right? It is valid. So you don't have to fret about whether it's working out or not. Suppose we subtract them. Right? Suppose we could say equation 1 minus equation 2. But since equation 2 has the larger numbers, and we don't necessarily have to be dealing with negative numbers. So let's say equation 2 minus equation 1 and see what would happen. Equation 2 minus equation 1. 3 2's minus 2 2 is 1 2 plus 4 3's minus 1 3 gives you 3 3's equals 18 minus 7 is 11. Alright, let's see what you have here. 2 3 3 is 9. 2 plus 9 is 11. Good. So you can always subtract two equations and get a third equation which is valid. Alright, so those steps, they really work out. Now let us take equation 1 and multiply it by any number you want. What number you want? Let's say 5. So we're going to have 5 multiplied by the x part is going to multiply by the y part and is going to multiply by the number. So all of this time 5. 2 by 5, that gives you 10. So you have 10 2's plus 5 multiplied by 1 3. That will give you 5 3's equal 5 multiplied by 7, 35. Does this work? 10 2's, that's 20 plus 5 3's 15 equals 35. Good. So the thing is, you can multiply an equation by a number and you get a new equation, and that equation is still valid. You can add or subtract two equations in a simultaneous equation question and you get a new equation. Okay? And remember, the reason why you might want to do this is to get a third equation with the same number x's and the same number y's. Alright, in another video we will solve an example. We'll solve another example straightforward. slowly and see how it works using elimination.